Chapter 1063. After doing that, he pushed the thought to the back of his head. Now, however, someone had the nerve to bring this up at a venue like this. That person must have a death wish or something. Vale quickly hid his rage, turning back to smile at Hugh and January. Please have a seat, gentlemen. We've got a little misunderstanding here. Please give me a moment to settle it and I'll be right back. Hugh and Jen did not seem to mind, nodding with smiles on their faces as they headed off stage to sit at the VIP table with Laurent and Chansey. Vale smirked coldly as he came up to Wilbur with a few bodyguards in tow, observing him closely. Donnie hurried to bow. I'm sorry, Mr. Yoma. This only happened due to my incompetence. I'll have them kicked out this very instant. No, there's no need for that. Vale waved a hand, sitting down in front of Wilbur and fixing him with a stare laced with mild interest. Wilbur sat down as well, leisurely pulling out his pack of cigarettes and lighting one. How do you know Wesley Miller, young man? Vale stretched out two fingers, and then someone immediately placed a cigar between them and lit it as well. We're just friends. I heard about what happened to him and couldn't stand it. Is that so? Well, there are lots of things people can't stand in the world. You know, I've got my fair share of things I can't stand. I can't stand bureaucracy. I can't stand fake people. But there's nothing I can do about it. Who are you, though, to come here and say you can stand us? Vale seemed impossibly calm. Wilbur smiled. Sounds to me like you're just too weak to do something about things you can't stand. I'm weak? Vale burst out laughing at the words as if he had just heard the world's greatest joke. He shook his head a moment later. You're still far too young to understand how this world works, so let me break it down for you. The world had always, since the beginning of time, favored the strong and powerful, and you low lives are neither. Got it. You're not wrong. But being strong and powerful shouldn't come at the cost of stepping on the weak. To be strong and powerful means to lend a helping hand to those who are weaker, not to take further advantage of them instead. Your philosophy only makes you weak, Wilbur said calmly. Vale's expression soured at those words, unable to keep his cool anymore. That was because Wilbur's words had deeply hurt him. You're going to have to pay for saying that, young man, Vale said coldly. Wilbur merely smiled. Someone's going to have to pay for sure. Wesley needs his company returned to him, and also compensated accordingly. I'll let you go after that. Ha 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 ha! Vale burst out laughing. Compensate him? Why would I do that, huh? You had you men take over Miller Corp and fairly give the money back to Wesley and pay $1 billion in compensation. After that, you're going to go to Wesley's parents' graves, get down on your knees and beg for forgiveness. It'll end there. Vale looked at Wilbur like he was insane. A long while later, he shook his head. I thought you were some big shot. But you're just outright crazy. Get him out of here and take good care of these people. I'm going to have a good chat with them after this myself. Donnie looked at them condescendingly as well. This man was truly speaking like he was out of his mind. It seemed like Wesley had lost his mind as well, going to someone like that for help. Just then, Vale's bodyguards had begun making their way over to Wilbur. They obviously knew what their boss meant by taking good care of these people. Wilbur continued puffing his cigarette, completely oblivious to the bodyguards' movements. Wesley was starting to panic now, clearly not knowing what to do. He had only heard about how powerful Wilbur was and had shown up at his doorstep out of desperation. What Wesley knew for sure, however, was what Vale was capable of. All of a sudden, Ryder flew to his feet holding a dagger. He shot out in a sprint, running around the bodyguards before anyone could even react.